Okay, welcome everyone. Okay, I'm gonna try to get Saint Chief on, and we should be good to go. Okay, I'm gonna call him again. No one's talking to me in Tataka. Got my papers, guys.
Let's do this. Hold on one second. Let me.
Ah,
What's up, man? Hold on. All right. Let me get the stream set up for Discord. I can't show my cam, I don't think, but that's fine. I guess you just can't see me then. I don't want to do that. I can't hear you, bro.
hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. All right. Hold on one second. Let me get this shit
You're
fixed.
all good.
What's up, man? How you feeling today?
Good. Yeah, I'm supposed to be with my family today, but I had to do this.
What?
Well,
Why
okay.
you?
Well, hold on. It's just for an hour and a half. We should be good. Um,
Bruh.
my hopefully my
Bro, you
mod
not.
hopefully my
You
moderator.
tripping, bro.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. All right.
Uh, well, while you're setting up the stream, I might as well say this. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to have this insightful debate with you. Really appreciate it.
It's all good, bro. You're a cool guy.
Oh,
I like the way we debated the last time. It was only for a little while though.
yeah, yeah, that
All
was
right, let
cool.
me.
Um, yeah, people can say a lot about you, but you're definitely not a coward. That's for sure.
No, sir. No, no cowardice over here.
Yeah, I like this
Okay.
format because it keeps it on topic, keeps it short, make sure you don't run in circles.
Yeah, yeah. You set it up all good. I'm more of a free form thinker, but if you want to do it that way, that's fine with me.
Yeah,
All right, everybody. Is the quality good? Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear me? What's going on?
type two in chat if you're all good, guys, on the stream, YouTube stream. Let's see. Can you make him louder?
All right.
Hold on,
We need to,
don't want me to make you louder.
everyone's saying it's good. All right. Yes. All right. All right, so let's get started. You could be the wait. Where's the moderator? I thought it was a moderator. You
I
said.
had him. Let's see where. Let's see. Hold on.
He's not on.
I gotta. He's not even here.
It's all good, bro. We don't need a moderator.
All right. Well, we'll we'll time each other since I have to look at my stuff. So you get the clock. It's 10 minutes, right?
Let me put the clock on the screen actually, so that for
Yeah.
the viewing experience. Let me find the clock. Timer.
You'll be in charge of the clock. Excellent. Excellent.
All right, and you said 10 minutes.
I believe we agreed on 10 minutes. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Is there a way? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Two. Okay. You guys are all good. All right. You know what's funny? I should have said, no, I don't want that. Attack on Titan's ending being objectively good. I can't do that. Well, wait, we're doing. Yeah, I plugged this in prior. All right, hold on. My camera just got all messed up. I don't know. Another weight's all off. Damn it. What? I didn't even see anything. Brown's magic came. Excellent. Oh, really? I hope you don't have too many of those. I said Brown's. I said Brown's magic came. Really? She told you that? She did. Hmm. Is the camera good now? Well, my camera got all messed up, and now I'm like, every time I do one of these, I'm like, I gotta be more organized. Oh, fuck. We're good now. Yeah. Get an excellent view of my printer, guys. So you don't watch football, huh? You want to stream in the championships game. I was like, what? Next Sunday? All right. I think. Damn it, hold on. Just a sec. Sorry, just a sec. I swear I'm not stalling. Okay, there we go. Beluga the Jaegers. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use the word Aaron's character is not retconned. That's what I'll say. No, he's not retconned. Um, it's whatever. Yeah, yeah. All right, I guess I'll go first. Do you have the clock? Well, my tripod thingy is yeah. Just today too. I love how today, this exact day, it chooses to do this. Yep. Still don't see it. All right.
No, one, go.
Okay, so people say Aaron's character fell off in the end because he used to be full of passion and conviction. He knew what he had to do for the Eldian people, and he was going to do it no matter the guilt he incurred of the people that he killed. People also question why he ended up leaving Eldia to fate in the end. Lastly, people question why he all of a sudden he ended up simping for Mikasa. Obviously, that's in quotes. Uh, this is my response to that. To me, it's very obvious Eren always cared about his friends above all else, especially Mikasa and Armin. I say especially Mikasa and Armin because those are the only two people he mentions by name when talking to his father. He always wanted his friends to live long, happy lives. Again, especially Mikasa and Armin. Killing them would be totally opposed to his character. Sacrifice his friends for something else is not like him. Notice early in the story, he sacrificed himself for Armin, meaning to kill them for his goals would actually be a retcon of Eren's character. He even goes so far as to say that they are the most important people to him. This means that he prioritizes them over his countrymen. For him to choose Eldia or over his friends is completely inconsistent. In regards to leaving Eldia to fate, well, not only is that a simplification, of course, Eren destroyed industry, research facilities, all the ships in the world, all the war aircraft in the world. He even says in 139 they'll lose their capacity to wage war. Alas, assuming there is some risk at play, Eren in a bunch of instances puts his faith completely in Armin, most notably in the Trost arc, where he puts his faith completely in Armin's discretion. Again, in chapter 86, he says that Armin will be the one to save humanity. These ideals carry into 139 Eren, therefore there's no deviation in behavior. As for the Mikasa situation, well, to me, saying that Eren never loved Mikasa because he didn't show much signs is just as foolish as saying that Grisha or Leonhardt didn't love their kids. These three men were distracted by something else. Even so, there's reason to believe that Eren had strong, even romantic feelings for Mikasa. One of the clearest signs of an Attack on Titan character being romantically interested in someone is blushing. We see this with Falco, Gabby, Mikasa, Annie, Armin, Hana, Franz, and even Eren. In chapter 6, he blushes when he gives Mikasa the scarf, and in the anime it's even more emphasized. The music comes to a crescendo and then stops. Eren is focused completely on Zeke, focused completely on Mikasa, not on Zeke, and then only Mikasa's words break through. It's warm. This is when he's going through the memories. He also blushes in 108. Yams makes this clearer in the manga by having a panel of just the two of them blushing, presumably at each other. And then, of course, at the end of Season 2, Eren gets his will to fight for Mikasa. He feels defeated and worthless. Mikasa tells him all that he's done for her, and he makes a promise to her, something he's done with no other character. In fact, the ending quite clearly circles back to this by wrapping the scarf around her. Again, nothing is retconned. This alone, nothing is retconned. This isn't even the biggest issue with most ending haters. I feel like they really loathe the "no, I don't want that" scene. This is definitely not a retcon. Eren has always been selfish. Unlike everyone who joined the Civic Corps for humanity, he did it for his own personal vendetta and his own personal sense of freedom. Not to mention he manipulated the entire Civic Corps into the Liberia raid. But that's not even my main point. It's really the whiny aspect people loathe. Lots of people forget Eren tried to stay calm at first, but then Armin punched him as demanding the truth, while he's under the duress of his memories and the war. His whining is a selfish part of Eren. Everyone has one. He wants Mikasa to be with him, but he knows what's best for her. This is exactly what Carly did as well, albeit not to the same extent. After Eren and Mikasa and Armin left, she cried out, she said, "No, don't go." Which is a very terrible thing to say, but that's because the selfish side of Carla crept out. She didn't want to die, and she wanted her kids to be with her in the end. But she did let them go away, and she did do what's best for them. Annie was also a stoic person as well throughout Season 1, but she also had very poignant moments, like her laugh. In fact, at the end of the Season 1, she was ugly crying worse than Eren, and then returned to her stoic self in the time skip. Like Eren, her stoicism was partly an act, but mostly real. People get impassioned, intense, and emotional moments, and most people understand this, which is why no one said that Annie's character was retconned. Eren was simply having an emotional moment. It's also noteworthy to point out that he returns to his stoic self in 138. 139 happens in 131. It's really not a 180. It's just a poignant gap in an otherwise stoic behavior, like all people have. To me, I see no massive change in his character or retcon. I just see a very real, very layered character. And I'll concede the rest of my time.
All right. Nice, nice. Okay. So uh I got to I agree with a lot of the stuff you said, but there's a lot of things that I vastly, very much disagree on. And I know I only got 10 minutes, but I don't mind because I want to ask you questions and I want you to respond to them, even though it's going to be my time. So I'm gonna put my time now, and it started. Okay,
Whoa, you didn't get to do that in the cross X, right? You have 20 minutes to
okay,
do it.
yeah. Okay, fine, fine. My fault. I forgot about that. All right.
In the rebuttal,
So
you rebuttal my opening statement in your rebuttal period.
okay, see, this is too. Okay, I got you. I got you. I haven't never done like actual formal debate before. Okay, so my opening statement is that Aaron was 100% retconned. He was completely changed from the character that he was at the beginning of the story to the end. So was Armin as
Yeah, I'm for sure listening. Uh, all right. You have no idea how long I wait for this. All right. So, Mira, can you set the clock? I'm doing a rebuttal now to your opening statement. So 7 minutes after everyone's favorite part, the 20-minute cross X. Yeah, after my rebuttal, there'll be your rebuttal. All right. All right. So yeah. Just a little technical difficulty. Okay, so you said Aaron's never acted selfishly. I have to disagree with that because here's the thing. Again, yeah, individually, I think it's very clear that Aaron was. I mean, think about it. When Levi asked him, why do you want to join the Story Corps? He didn't say anything about humanity. He didn't say I want to free humanity. I want to do this for the sake of everyone else. He said none of that. All he said because I want to kill all the Titans because he has a personal vendetta. Now I'm not saying that in and of itself proves his selfishness, but then later on in the time skip, he just completely manipulates everyone into doing the Liberio raid. So I think that Aaron's not the most selfless character around. I think he's pretty much has a lot of parallels to Erwin, and that speaking of Aaron, that actually includes the romance. Now, I'm very glad that you said this because you said it would only work if it was supposed to be a plot twist. I totally agree. I think it was supposed to be a plot twist for sure. I was surprised. I was not a big Aaron Mika guy at all. In fact, I thought that my friends were foolish for even believing in Aaron Mika before I finished the chapter. But I was wrong, and it was in my opinion, it was supposed to be a plot twist. And again, it's not just blushing. All right, we have. I'm excited to hear your response in the cross X, but we have the scarf thing. We have him thinking about her in his memories. We have again when he go not only in the memories of 130, but I'm talking about when he's in around 121, 122. Again, he's focusing on Mikasa. And Mikasa's emphasized, and in the 108, it's a breadcrumb. It's a breadcrumb for sure. It's not a smoking gun, but Isayama focuses on just Aaron and Mikasa. And the biggest thing about the scarf scene to me is that he gets his will to, as I said in my opening statement, to fight again from Mikasa. He feels completely worthless, and he starts laughing about it all, and all yada yada yada. But in that one of the darkest moments in his life, Mikasa is the one to bring him up. Kind of reminds you of what happened in chapter 6, right? One of the darkest moments in Mikasa's life. Who is there? Aaron. So I think there's definitely a lot of breadcrumbs. I went it's definitely not a smoking gun. It's definitely not as obvious, but it's there. It's definitely there, and I definitely wouldn't say it's a breadcrumb. I care about Mikasa. There's definitely a lot that you could go back and see. Um, I think that's. Did I address all your points? Was there something? I'm supposed to counter all your points in this. Um, yeah, you can do that, or we can go into the cross X. All right. How about you just say a couple points? I'll rebuttal, and then we'll go to the cross X. Yes. Sure. I don't know. All right. So I'll just do half the 7 minutes then. The clock. Okay. So I'm glad you brought up the Historia thing. As far as Historia, well, this is a kind of an embarrassing secret. Most people don't know about me, but it's gonna have to come out now. I actually did. I was actually an Aaron Hisa guy for sure. Towards the end. So I'm not definitely not saying there wasn't any breadcrumbs there. In regards to that, why Isayama chose to do such and such thing, not really relevant to the plot. Because I'd say if he liked Historia, that wouldn't be a retcon. If he liked Mikasa, that wouldn't be a retcon. There was breadcrumbs for both of them. And as far as the near death experience thing, the the season two finale was definitely a near death experience, and he was absolutely thinking about Mikasa for sure. He had no LDM gear, and he was completely left out there in the wild. It was all over for him. People were actually calling it plot armor because it was so bad before they knew about the coordinate thing. So he definitely did think about her in some moments. You made the claim. I'm not saying I'm not bringing that as my proof. You said that he never thinks about her, and I'm telling you, well, yeah, he did. And well, here's the other thing. Remember, he's on the ground thinking he's worthless. Who brings him that self worth? Like you said with Historia, it's Mikasa. He stands up after Mikasa talks to him. That seems to be pretty. I don't know. I, maybe not. But again, as I said, it's breadcrumbs. It's not a smoking gun. It's not like think about Grisha for example. No one was really surprised when Grisha liked Zeke. To be fair, they are related, but it's the same concept. Just because Aaron isn't showing it explicitly doesn't mean he doesn't love her. There's definitely breadcrumbs there. There's definitely some stuff to go by, and I do think the blushing thing is very relevant because, again, it's definitely a sign of romance. Because Isayama's too shy to do anything else. Um, did I get everything? Before I go to the cross, once we get oh for sure, cross 20 minutes. You ask me questions, I can ask you any questions. All right, so set the time for 20 minutes. We'll go right into cross X. 20 minutes. No, you asked me a question. I can't name any. I said I can't name any. That's not a retcon. Just because he didn't whine, just because he didn't whine for her specifically, does not mean. You said for Mikasa. You said whine for Mikasa. I mean, at all. He whines in chapter. He whines in chapter 50. He whines in when he gets in. I'm going to what? Go explain why. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't really classify one. I wouldn't really classify 139 as a. What do you mean by whine? Define a whine. Seems like good. Two things. Two things. Number one, he whined about not having his freedom a bunch of times. Number two, number two. Hold on. Number two is that the reason why he can't have it is because him himself is not letting him have it. It's not like an immature thing. He's just expressing his emotions. He himself, it's not. No, it doesn't matter because you're saying, oh, why? He's not like a petulant child just whining because he can't have candy. He himself, no, because he, yeah, he knew he was gonna die because he is thing where he's just throwing a temper tantrum on the floor because he can't have what he wants. He is just
Hello.
yeah, I can hear you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Nope. No. Can you hear me? Great. Saint. Hello? Mm, fuck. Hello? 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 Why is this working?
I think that's punishing you for pulling the stunts. I'm very much dead.
Oh, be quiet. What is going on?
No, he did learn it. I'd be like, bro, if anything, he learned the fucking opposite. These motherfuckers is not about to work together.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, but your camera's not on. Even the Eldians from the other side of the ocean, they
Okay.
was willing to kill. They didn't even want to unite with them. Like, that's like, man, fuck them Eldians. Fuck those Paradisians. Kill them. We're the good guys. We like y'all. But fuck them.
Alright.
Right? No way, bro. What up?
Alright, where were we?
You got a beeping noise going on.
A beeping noise.
Is that me?
I don't hear a beeping noise.
Let me mute you real quick.
I just.
Oh, it is me. What the fuck?
Oh, it's probably a timer. I forgot how long the. Does anyone know how much we have before I got interrupted? Yeah, I was thinking 5 minutes. This dude in a suit for his argument's funeral. Okay, that was pretty hilarious. He said this dude is in a suit for his argument's funeral. Touche. Let's just continue with the argument. Okay, listen. Can you bring me volume 3 of the volume 4? Oh, I'm just getting my book. Okay, listen. So I believe you asked me about the Lelouch thing about it being rosy. Listen, he did not. His plan for Eldia was not to make the world all come together into peace and harmony because he made the. Huh? He got stopped. He wanted to be stopped. What he said was he lost. Okay. Yes, I would say yes. What do you mean? I think it's because he Zeke got killed. So the rumbling. That's when the rumbling stopped. I don't think. I think. Well, I think it's that he was conflicted. I don't think he was going fully for 100%, but we do know he wanted 100%. What did he do? I mean, I'm gonna say I mean, yeah, he definitely handicapped himself by leaving him around. Yes, I would say he handicapped himself. I mean, there might be. I don't really see an instance where he handicapped himself, but I mean, you could maybe there is one. To me, leaving, leaving. Well, no, I do know he's conflicted, and asking me what? What do you mean? What did he do? Hmm. I would say that it was somewhat out of his control. Kind of, because he left his friends around, but that was in his control. Can you say that again? I would say a lot of things were in its control. Yes, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Two problems with that. Number one, I don't believe that he chose to get stopped at 80%. Number one. Number two, no, I said at 80, specifically 80%. And number two, get no, absolutely not, because he again in I believe it's chapter 10 you're referring to. He is not doing that. He's not uniting the world under the power of friendship. He's uniting the world under bigger army diplomacy. He says they lose their capacity to wage war. It is not the Lelouch ending. It's or the whatever he described in chapter 10. He wanted to make his friends heroes. He wants to be stopped. Yes, all that is true. However, he did not base his plan of peace on friendship and love. He based it on they lost their capacity to wage war. In fact, it appears like Armin it looks like he even rebuttals what Armin is saying. That's that's Armin's that's Aaron's thing. Look what Armin says. Look what Armin says. He says they want them to be like the Tiber family, right? And then he says they'll rumble and kill 80% of humanity. They'll lose their capacity to wage war. He didn't say, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. No, what do you mean? Listen, he's again. He's not uniting the world under friendship. He's saying they'll no, no, he's not. He never said that. Okay, no, he didn't. No, he said he wanted them to be heroes, and he said he wanted them to be respected. And then he says that the Roman was going to kill 80% of humanity, and they'll yeah, that wasn't his plan for world peace. His plan for world peace was His plan for world peace was what he said in to Armin, is that the Roman will kill 80% of humanity and they'll lose their capacity to wage war. That's his plan. His plan wasn't the power of friendship, love, and magic. His plan was to kill them and make it so they couldn't wage war anymore. It's different. I don't know. He never said. What he did say. Where? 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 Yeah, but again, he's not going only on that. He's also going on the fact that they lost their capacity. Okay, okay. So what? I'll say it for the cross X. I disagree. I have to. I want to ask you a question, but I'll say that 20 minutes for me asking you questions. Wait, did your time finish? Oh, and you just didn't tell me. I have places to be, bro. Okay, okay. 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 So since we're on the geopolitical topic, I'll start with this. Okay. If he was doing if he was doing the power of friendship, magic, blah 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 blah, why did he specifically say how many people were going to die and the fact that they won't be able to wage war if he was going off of what he said in chapter 10? That's what it was. No, it wasn't my question. That wasn't my, I'm saying Armin asks him about if they want to become if they he tells him about how he wants them to be heroes, how he wants to be respected, and then he mentions the Tibers, and when he says what Aaron says directly after, he says don't be able to retaliate immediately. The Roman will kill 80% of humanity. They'll lose their capacity to wage war. Why, if he's all about friendship and magic, does he specifically say the Roman will kill 80% of humanity and they'll lose their capacity to wage war? Okay, so he's not contradicting himself in chapter 10 then. Okay, let me just read what he says in chapter 10, or whatever chapter this is. I don't know. He said, okay, just Pixis says, back then someone supposedly said if a powerful non human enemy appeared, humanity would probably unite and stop fighting itself. What's your opinion? Aaron says, I never heard of the legend, but I think it's pretty rosy. Quite frankly, it's dull. Okay? What part of 139 contradicts what he says here? Hmm?
Unity. The fact that they took him out, Armin literally said in 139, "I'm the one who killed Aaron Yeager." He used that as a bargaining chip. I killed Aaron Yeager. I'm trying to broker peace now. I have a military, you do not. I'm trying to broker peace now.
Okay.
If Aaron had did not believe that logic of the first chapter of the chapter 10, he would have just killed them all.
you specifically mentioned the fact that they didn't have a military. How is that contradicting this? Because the whole point of this is that if a non-human enemy appeared, humanity will unite. They're not uniting because a non-human enemy appeared. They're uniting because they don't have a military, as you yourself said.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if they still had the military, they wouldn't give a fuck about uniting. They just kill them just cause. But now that they do not have a military, there's a better chance of them wanting to unite. Aaron doesn't know if they will or not, but he's trying to make it more. He's trying to make them have more of a reason to want to do it.
He never. I mean, he may or may not. But this doesn't contradict what he said in chapter.
It does. He's put the world in a position to do exactly what you said. He put all the pieces in place for that to be a possibility.
No.
If it's not for him, it wouldn't be possible.
No, and the reason why I say that is because he specifically mentioned that their military damages, not how much respect they're going to have. Why does he mention the military if he's just going off of friendship and magic?
Because if he doesn't kill the military, if he doesn't lower their power, if he doesn't bridge the gap between how much power they have versus parity, Armin has no bargaining chips. Okay. Armin can't bargain.
Okay, so
he has nothing to bargain.
So it's not the friendship and magic. It's a bargain. It's a piece.
No, it's both. It's both. Aaron just isn't that fucking stupid. Aaron would be he's already an idiot in 139. Okay. He'd be fucking mentally challenged if he thought that the world would unite without any possibility of being killed. They have to have some kind of evening here. He had to even the playing field, which is what he did. He evened the playing field as much as he could have evened it more, but even the playing field enough to where parity is the strongest in the world. Now that I'm the strongest country, I can have leverage. I can say, look, bitch, I'm stronger than you. Let's talk now. But if you're stronger than someone, I don't have to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna kill you.
I can have leverage. I killed everyone. I'm the most powerful country in the world, and I'm gonna do this with a friendship of magic. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, that's what happened.
No, that's not what happened. What happened was they're the most powerful country in the world, and they had a bargaining chip. Not friendship and magic. They had a bargaining chip. You used the word bargaining chip like it's a peace negotiation. That's not friendship.
They could have easily said no, but they didn't. But they could have. Well, they ended up saying no.
But they didn't.
Yeah, they ended up saying no. They ended up saying no, didn't they?
They could have said no, but they didn't because parity is going to mess them up. Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not friendship and magic.
They would have said no.
Bigger stick.
Would have said no. Huh?
That's bigger stick diplomacy is what you just described.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So it's bigger stick diplomacy, not friendship and magic. It's standard foreign policy.
Bro.
Right, so
listen to me, bro.
Oh,
listen to me, bro.
It's my turn to ask questions. I want to ask you.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Hold on.
I feel like I'm not speaking English.
Does Teddy Roosevelt believe in a friendship and magic? Then at this point, because Aaron pretty much using that same logic.
What? Let's not do that. No,
let's do that because you said
we're not. No. I listen. I don't relate things to real life scenarios anymore. Let's keep it fiction.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying I'll oblige, but I can do this without bringing in the rule into it. Listen, you said yourself, parity is in a superior position. Parity is the strongest country in the world. They have a bargaining chip. This is like literally every peace negotiation. Anytime two countries sit at a table to end a conflict, it's always this scenario. It's never, oh, I like you, you like me, let's end for friendship's sake. No. It's we are beating you in a war, we have more weapons than you, give up. That's not friendship and magic, that's not contradicting chapter 10. That is simply Aaron using standard geopolitical strategy. That's all that is. That does not contradict what he says in chapter 10. So I'm going to ask you this again. How does him using a bargaining chip equal friendship is magic ending?
Okay. So I'm trying to think of a way I can word this because I feel like I'm just not getting it through what I'm trying to say. I mean, I think the chat get what I'm saying, but okay. Okay, so i- if let's speaking hypothetically, if Aaron wanted to do the friendship plan, right? If he wanted to do it, it would be physically impossible for him to do it if Eldia does not have at least equal playing field with the rest of the world. It would be impossible. He knew that. So he put Eldia on equal playing field in the world and then gave them the opportunity to attempt to do the Code Geass plan. Would it work? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. It might work, it might not. But he had to get them in the position where it was even a possibility, which is what he did. He made it possible for them to do the Code Geass, and he made himself the target, the thing that unites the people. He made himself that, just like Lelouch did. He put them in the position to be able to do it. And he hoped that it worked out. He hoped that Armin was able to do it, and he fucking wasn't. But he hoped that he was. And that's it. That's how it equals. They go hand in hand. Just because he destroyed the military base does not mean he didn't believe in the power of friendship, because he fucking left Armin in charge with the power of friendship. If he didn't believe in the power of friendship, he would have just killed everyone. There's no other reason to leave them alive.
Okay, we're going in circles, and I need to have more questions. Do you mind adding 5 more minutes?
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Thanks for the donation.
as far as the whole friendship and that thing goes, I say what you had to say. I'm not gonna continue with this. This is wasting time. I want to talk about the whole Mikasa thing. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, do you believe that Grisha whining over Zeke was a retcon?
Whining over Zeke. When did Grisha whine over
crying
Zeke?
about with Zeke, and would you consider that a retcon?
Crying about Zeke?
Yeah,
talking about like when he cried and embraced him?
Yeah, was that a retcon?
No.
Why wasn't it a retcon?
And if it well, here's the thing. My interpretation of that is that never really happened. Aaron like manipulated Pav some type of way. That's my interpretation. But if you want to say that it really happened, no, it's not a retcon. No.
What?
How is it a retcon?
Well,
How is Zeke? How is Zeke learning? I'm about to answer. No, I'm answering the question with a question.
Okay.
How is Zeke learning that not learning, but going through his life and reflecting on it and realizing that he was wrong to treat his son the way he treated his son a retcon? When he literally showed that character development through Aaron, the way he raised Aaron, he showed through the way he raised Aaron that he was clearly not that person anymore. So that shows that he originally thought that the way he raised Zeke was wrong. So how is that a retcon?
Okay. Would you say that Grisha was mainly focused on the Elden restoration in his early life?
In his early life, yes.
Okay. Would you say that at the end he changed course and he realized that Zeke was more important?
Developed as a character.
So
yes.
So you would say that
he developed as a character.
So you're saying okay. So I think everyone knows where this is going. I'm gonna posture the question to you now. So if Grisha realizing that he should have been with Zeke more, Grisha realizing he made a mistake, and then Grisha crying about it, and he's never done that before. If that's not a retcon, how is what Aaron did with Mikasa a retcon?
How is Aaron crying over Mikasa a retcon compared to Grisha crying over Zeke a retcon? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, because all the points you just copy and paste into Aaron. You're saying it wasn't a retcon. Cool. You're saying it wasn't a retcon. He never whined before.
Okay. I'll tell you why. I explained it earlier. A retcon is when a character develops and you don't see it. We never saw Aaron develop into this character who would cry because he couldn't be with Mikasa. We never saw that. We never saw that development. With Grisha, we saw the development. We saw the way he treated Aaron. We saw the fact that he wasn't thirsty about Eldia restoration anymore. We saw him develop as a character. We never saw it with Aaron. That's
Oh,
why it's a retcon.
okay. So you're saying if we didn't see the Aaron part, just seeing Zeke and crying about him, that would be a retcon.
Yes, absolutely. If no, because we saw the way he raised Aaron. If we never knew the way he raised Aaron, but how would we not know that? But it's impossible in the story for us not to know.
Okay.
If the day he got on LD and he had Aaron, and from the day Aaron was able to talk and he was telling him one day you're gonna be a Titan and you're gonna take my Titan from me and you're gonna kill these motherfuckers. If he was saying that to Aaron and then all of a sudden he started crying about Zeke, yes, that would be a retcon. But he wasn't. He treated Aaron like a regular kid. He didn't even show him about the basement. He didn't tell him shit. He was just about to tell him when he was like 10 years old because he was so fucking curious. He's like, all right, I guess I'll tell this little nigga what's going on. But he wasn't like putting that onto him. He let Aaron be a kid. Even Zeke was surprised. Zeke was like, what the fuck? This nigga being raised completely different than how I was raised. What the fuck going on? That's character development.
Okay.
He learned he was wrong.
So, okay. So how is Grisha crying about Zeke a retcon, but the him not treating Aaron like how he treated Zeke a retcon, not a retcon?
Okay. So how is that not a retcon? Because we saw him get a consequence from the way he treated Zeke. The consequence from the way he treated Zeke was he almost died, Dina died, and he lost his family. That was the consequence. He got punished for the way he thought and the way he acted. And he reflected on that, learned from that, and put that into his life. Character development. That's how.
You don't think Aaron was reflecting in 130 about his life?
Not with Mikasa.
Yeah, he was in 130. Mikasa's literally in the front and center in 130 when he's reflecting.
It doesn't matter. That's not a reflection of Mikasa. He didn't say, "Oh, I've been treating Mikasa."
Yeah, he was reflecting.
I shouldn't have been doing that. I should love her more. I should tell her how I feel about her. He wasn't doing none of that.
Yeah,
it wasn't none of that.
He was reflecting on how much he loves his friends, and he multiple times.
Friends, yes, his friends,
Yeah.
and he put who Armin was there too. So he romantically invested in Armin. Then
no. What I'm saying is that him quote unquote whining about not being with Mikasa is the same way about Grisha, quote unquote, whining about Zeke.
It's not the same. I just told you it's not the same. I just showed you. There's
Yeah.
no character development, so it's not the
so
same.
you would-
It's a retcon.
So you would say that Aaron wasn't reflecting in 130 then?
He was reflecting, but not about his relationship with Mikasa. He was reflecting about his entire life, not his relationship with Mikasa.
Okay. He says in 139 he says Mikasa and everyone. So he's
No, not 139. You said 130.
I said 139. I just said 130.
I'm not talking about 139. I don't care about 139. It's a retcon chapter. I'm 130.
I'm saying it's not.
He doesn't do that.
I'm saying it's not a retcon because he says Mikasa and everyone.
Well, it doesn't matter if you put the retcon in the retcon chapter, then you're cheating. You have to put the foreshadowing before the chapter of
Yeah,
which we're talking about.
Yeah, 130. He thinks about his friends, and Mikasa's the biggest.
Mikasa.
Mikasa's the biggest
Doesn't
memory
matter.
star.
He
Surprise,
didn't-
surprise.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
But he doesn't speak. But he doesn't talk about his relationship with her specifically. You can't tell me that in that one fucking panel of him thinking that was him realizing that he should have loved Mikasa deeper for his entire life. That's not character development, bro.
He was listen. He was reflecting on his relationship with his friends and that he's never gonna see again. And he was reflecting we can infer about Mikasa. Now I'm gonna ask you the question again. How is it a retcon? How is it a retcon for him to be emotional about losing a relationship when it was perfectly fine for Grisha to be emotional about losing a relationship prior?
Okay, hold on.
Pause the timer.
All right. So I'm gonna try to say it one more time, bro. We saw with our own two eyes. It's inarguable that Grisha developed as a character from the character who was obsessed with destroying Eldia to a character who realized that his obsession with destroying Eldia that he put onto his son was a mistake and he shouldn't have done it. How do we know that? Because he didn't blame Zeke for tattletelling on him. He regretted what he did to Zeke, and he showed that he learned from his mistakes because he treated Aaron completely differently, which Zeke was shocked by. This is vivid character development that is shown from the very first chapter of Attack on Titan. There's no debate that Grisha, as a character, developed, and we saw it with our own two eyes, is inarguable. There's no room for interpretation. There's no room for who did he develop, did he not. It's an inarguable fact that he developed. Aaron's relationship with Mikasa and the way he feels about Mikasa was never shown to the audience. We do not have one concrete example of him romantically being interested in her. We just have it that she is important in his life because he's known her for a very long time. It's like, it's okay for her to be important in his life. We all agree there, but she was not his romantic interest. We never got one single moment where Aaron showed any sort of guaranteed 100%, no room for interpretation, romantic interest in Mikasa, other than a goddamn blush, which he blushed at other people as well. And other people have blushed at other people who were not romantically in the story of Attack on Titan as well, but that's aside the point. We never got any concrete evidence of that. So for us to not get any concrete evidence of that, and then in one chapter get the most concrete of concrete evidence ever, is a retcon.
Do we get any concrete evidence of Grisha liking Zeke?
Yes, we have concrete evidence of him regretting the way he treated
No,
Zeke.
before that, do we have any concrete evidence?
Yes.
When?
Yes.
When?
Of him regretting the way he treated Zeke when he raised Aaron completely differently.
No. Before the apology, do we have any concrete evidence?
Yes. Of him regretting the way he treated Zeke. Yes. When he raised Aaron completely differently. Yes.
I'm talking about Zeke. Did he show any? That's concrete evidence that he loved Zeke.
Yes.
Okay.
I said that he regretted. I said that he regretted the way he treated Zeke.
I'm asking you,
which is what he was crying about.
Concrete evidence.
Because he regretted the way he treated him. And we have concrete evidence of that, yes, and the way he raised Aaron.
No, I said concrete evidence that he liked Zeke. He loved Zeke.
What are you talking about? Like love? The conversation, he wasn't crying because he loved him. He wasn't crying, oh, Zeke, I love you so much. That's not what he was crying about.
He literally said, I love you.
Yes, but that's not why he was crying. He was crying because of the way he treated him. He was crying because he treated him poorly as a child. He regretted the way he treated him. That's what the cry was. It was regret.
Oh, it was regret. So you don't think Aaron's regretting putting himself in a situation where he's never going to see Mikasa again? Hello? Oh, you did hear me?
I heard you, bro. You said, do I think Aaron is regretting putting himself in a situation where he won't see Mikasa again?
Yes.
In 139, the retcon Aaron, yes. But if he wasn't retcon, he'd be regretting putting himself in a situation where he couldn't see any of his friends again.
Yeah, he said Mikasa and everyone in 139.
Yeah, but he was crying about Mikasa.
Yeah.
No one cares about the other one. We're talking about the crying in the puddle. That's the retcon.
Yeah, he's crying about Mikasa.
About Mikasa, right?
Yeah, and you said it could be a plot twist, which you said beforehand it could be fine, and I agree with you. It's a plot twist, and we have breadcrombs. And you said
you have to foreshadow breadcrumb. You have to breadcrumb foreshadow a plot.
You said that was fine in the opening statement. Okay, and
it's not. It's fine for him to. It's fine for him to be romantically involved or interested in Mikasa. That's fine.
Okay.
If you want to plot twist that's fucking weird, but that's fine.
Okay.
I don't care. Him crying about wanting to be with her is the problem.
Him crying.
That's the problem.
Okay, now why is that a problem?
Because it's a retcon.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. If Grisha saw Zeke before he had Aaron and did what he did in 120, 123, would that be a retcon?
It would be impossible. You're rewriting the story of a Attack on Titan.
I am saying if he saw him before he met Aaron, would that be a retcon?
If he saw Zeke again before he met Aaron, would it be a retcon?
And he did what he did in 123 and started crying saying, I love you. Would that be a retcon?
I don't know. I don't know when he'd see him. I don't know what happened in between. That's a whole different story. That's no way I could.
Okay, listen.
There's no way I could do that.
Listen, all I'm saying is you're saying, let's say Aaron was never born and you didn't see how he treated Aaron. Or let's say as an audience, Aaron was born, but we didn't see how he treated him. And he just sees Zeke. The first thing after he gets sent to the island is him apologizing to Zeke. Would that be a retcon?
Yes.
How'd that be a retcon?
Because we didn't see him develop.
Okay. I mean, I disagree, but How much time do we have left?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, I can still do this. Okay, listen. Would you agree that Aaron's reflecting on his friendships in 130?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think that might bring up some sentimental feelings about missing them?
Potentially.
Okay, so you already said beforehand it's fine for him to be romantic with Mikasa, and you already said he's reflecting. So why is it a problem that he's sad he can't see her again forever?
It's not a problem that he said he can't see her again. It's a problem that he's crying about the fact that he can't see her again.
It's crying. Why are the tears the problem?
It's not really the tears. My bad. Not crying. Whining. Let me use that word
Okay,
specifically.
what can you explain to me what aspect of Aaron in 139 you have a problem with?
Him whining.
No. What
retconning his
what
whole
particular
character.
Stuff? Like, what is him whining such a vague term? What do you mean by
the words he's saying when he whines?
The words. What words? Can you just tell me?
Let me pull up the page so I can read it word for word because I think it's really important to read that page.
I mean,
it's honestly a masterful page because it's like how do you destroy a character perfect? Like, how do you destroy everything about a character in one panel? How do you destroy everything about a character in one panel? And Isayama he killed it, man. He's a masterpiece at that. Like, how do you destroy? You're
wasting time. Can you just keep?
I'm going. Bro, fuck the time, bro. We got unlimited time. Hold on, I'm going. I'm pulling it up right now.
I can read it.
Like, I was just talking while I'm pulling it up. Okay. This literally just one panel. Okay, here it is. No, I don't want that. I want her to think about me and no one else for the rest of her life. Even after I die, I want her to be hung up on me for a while. 10 years at least.
Spectacular acting. Now, what part of that do you have a problem with?
Everything. Every word. Every word in that panel is dog shit.
Can you just give me something to work with here? I have no idea what your problem is. You keep saying whining.
Okay, let's start off with the first thing. Okay. Aaron. Oh.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Okay. Aaron is gonna die. He's known he's gonna die since he found out about Titan Curse. He's known he's gonna die. He's had time to process the fact that he's gonna die. He knows that when he dies, Mikasa will still be alive. He's known that. Agree?
Agree? Yes, he knows that Mikasa is supposed to be alive, yes.
Okay. So therefore, he should know that Mikasa would eventually move on with her life and find another lover. Mm-hmm. He's known that for years now. When he's been in his mind, he's known he's gonna die in 4 years. He knows that's gonna happen, right?
Yep.
Why is he complaining about something that he had 4 years to prepare for?
Why is Grisha complaining about something he had X amount of years to prepare for?
He never thought he'd see Zeke again.
What? No,
you're saying thought he'd see Zeke again.
You're saying that why is he whining about something that he could have prepared for? Why is Grisha whining about something he never prepared for? He could have told Zeke that
I didn't say he never prepared for. Why are you switching the words? I said he did prepare for.
Wait.
He prepared for the fact.
I missed.
He prepared.
Saying he never.
Okay. He prepared. Aaron prepared for the fact that Mikasa would be dating someone else at some point in life after he's gone in 4 years. He prepared. He had 4 years to mentally get that through his skull that she was gonna fuck somebody else someday. 4 years, bro.
What do you, okay, well, shouldn't he have been with Sasha too? Because he knew she was gonna die. Shouldn't he have been all okay? This is cool. Why would he emotionally break down then if he had 4 years to prepare for that?
He didn't know for an absolute fact that Sasha was gonna die.
He didn't know.
He saw the future and he thought that potentially she could die, and then he saw it come true, and he's like, oh shit, she died. But he knew for a fact there was no question. The Titan Curse was going to happen. He was going to die in 4 years. You said
earlier that he was confirming the future when he's asking Mikasa, "What am I to you?" So he already confirmed that, and he said right on time. So what do you mean? Does it know it's going to happen or not?
Well, that's what I thought. That was my theory. That was my interpretation of that scene. Is that he was trying to confirm the future. No, I'm not changing it. He was trying to confirm the future. But I mean, at the end of the day, just because he confirmed it in the past doesn't mean that he 100% believes that. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, my thought process, my interpretation of the, because Isayama didn't tell us, so we have to interpret it ourselves. My interpretation of the way Eren reacted in that moment was the emotion was stronger than his logic. Like, yes, he knew Sasha was gonna die. He knew that what was gonna happen. That everything has been consistent. What he saw and what's happening is consistent. But Sasha dying was something that was so emotionally powerful to him that even though he knew it was coming, it still hit him.
Okay, so like
in that moment,
so like even though he knew it was gonna, because the second he lost her, it still hit him hard. Why
he didn't lose her yet?
Yeah, but he's about to, and Armin's talking, or bringing it up.
He's about to.
He's specifically talking.
He was about to. Okay.
He's like 6 hours away from. Okay.
Fair.
Okay, thank you.
Fair. He was about to inside the Titan stomach. He was about to inside of the cave.
What does that do with anything? We already agreed that.
Never thought about it.
We already agreed that romantic part was
the cave. No. The cave was after the scarf. The cave was after. I'll wrap the scarf for you forever. The cave was after that. You didn't think about it then.
So we already agreed that the
What do you mean? So how are you ignoring this?
No, because we already agreed it could be they can have romantic involvement. So that's our argument.
What? Yeah, they can have romantic involvement, but my point is that he didn't think about the bitch. When he was about to die, he didn't think about the bitch.
Okay, and
so this is a retcon because now he's thinking about the bitch.
Okay, and we saw development, right, when he was thinking about her in 130. All of them in 130, but Mikasa as well.
No, we didn't see development. You're just headcanoning that. You're headcanoning it. I didn't see shit. All I saw was him reflecting on his past, saying.